Hi folks, welcome back to Hopes to Families Ministries. So this week I hit my car and I was like, can this week get any worse? Do you ever have one of those weeks where just something keeps going wrong and you're like, it has to stop, like nothing else can literally happen? Well, I had hit rock bottom after the whole mayhem of the whole week, and then I hit my car. It was the icing on the cake. My son had come in and said to me, Mum, I need to be in work in 20 minutes. So I work from home as it is. So 7 kids, 5 of my own, 2 foster kids. At times the tension in this house isn't good. They can hardly agree for longer than 5 minutes. So I had just changed my car a couple of months ago. We used to drive this big black thing that looked like a minibus, that when we pulled up anywhere we looked like the Waltons. And I said, as soon as I get the chance to downsize, I'm going to do it. So we had just changed the car and I was bringing Dara to work, and all of a sudden, bang. Dara's like, what have you done? I had driven into the back of a car. It wasn't even a car, it was a trailer that transported cars. It was massive. How did I not see this big massive trailer? I didn't see it because I got distracted. I was looking out the window at something else and I'd taken my eyes off the road, literally for seconds, and then bang. I got out the whole front of the car. I was crying, thinking, oh my goodness, look at this now. How quick something can happen just by being distracted by something that was absolutely none of my business. Why was I even looking at it? And so I came home, got on the phone to the garage. They says, bring the car over, and the man says, we'll have it back to you in a couple of days. So yesterday the car came back like new. You would never think it was hit, and I was so excited, thinking, oh my goodness, I can't believe that you've restored this back, that you would never even think it was hit. And then that's when Jesus says to me, he says, you're so excited because a car can be restored. He says, can you imagine how I feel when I see my children's lives restored, when I see my people restored? Because the enemy has distracted so many people. Just like you were distracted that day, Fiona, and you took your eyes off the road. There's so many people and they've been distracted. They've taken their eyes off me. They don't care about God anymore. They don't rely on God. He says, and they've taken their eyes off me. And then they're crashing. They've been distracted by the worldly things, by alcohol, by drugs, by pornography, by the desire to have more men and more women. One isn't enough. You know, we're distracted by lies. We're distracted by slander. We're distracted by all these worldly things, politics and religion. And God is saying, you have taken your eyes off me. And of course it's going to end in disaster. You're going to crash. You're going to crumble. And never mind, you're going to cause damage to yourselves. You're going to cause damage to people around you. But God is saying, just like that car was restored, I can restore you. And I get so excited when I see my children restored. God wants you to turn back. He wants you to take your eyes off those things that's distracting you. Those things that's keeping you back from living a life of joy, a life of abundance that He has promised us. See, the devil has come to kill, steal and destroy. And I tell myself that verse every day. John 10 verse 10. The enemy is coming to kill, steal and destroy. He's destroying homes. He's destroying relationships. He's destroying families. He's destroying businesses. He's a thief. He hates us. It says in Peter, 1 Peter chapter 5, your enemy prowls around waiting to devour and pounce on someone like a roaring lion. He's prowling around. God tells you, stay alert. Watch out, for your enemy is prowling around. He's ready to devour you. He's like a lion. A lion will never attack somebody stronger or faster than him. The lion attacks something that is weaker and slower. The devil knows when we're weak, and he knows our weaknesses. And if our weaknesses is alcohol or drugs, that's what he's going to tempt us with. And God is saying, but if you keep close to me and you keep your eyes focused on me, I can restore you. I can restore you that when you resist the devil, he will have to flee from you. You see, you have an enemy. We've been told it, and he hates us. And he's trying to destroy you today because he's distracting you. But God wants you to know he can restore you. See, God is the God that takes the impossible and makes it possible. If you're worried today about a family situation, God can restore it. If you're worried today about health, God can restore it. If you're worried today about a marriage or a relationship, God can restore it. And this is what he's saying. He said, fix your eyes back on me. Stop being distracted by the devil any longer. God said, I've come. I want you to have abundant life, a life of joy. Of course, we're going to have trials and suffering, but God's going to carry us. God's never going to leave us or forsake us. He doesn't want us doing this life on our own. His heart is breaking. He sees too many of his children being distracted and then being crushed. And he's like, I need you to turn back to me. My heart today is so much that there's somebody that you used to have such a close relationship with God, that you were walking so closely to him, and you got distracted by the world. You've walked away from God, and you're thinking, I can't turn back to God now. My family and friends would think I'm the biggest hypocrite. They'd laugh at me. God is saying, I want you back. I want you to turn your eyes back to me. I want you to come back. I want to restore you because I'm making you bigger and better. See, when God restores us, He's bringing us out even better, undamaged. So folks, turn back to God. He does not want you distracted anymore. Folks, God bless.